What's up, traders? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to break down the exact indicator that I use every single day that helps me identify high probability trading setups. It plots the opening range, previous day levels, Asia sessions highs and lows, and it also automatically signals when we get a valid breakout with the retest. If you're serious about your day trading, you need to watch this entire video. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Right here, let me show you what the indicator actually plots. Oh, if my screen will work with me. Alright, so let's go ahead, let me show you what this indicator plots, because it's doing a lot of our heavy lifting for us. So, 7:30 to 7:45 a.m., we've got this white box here, and this is the first 15 minutes of the trading day. This is where smart money is positioning, and it sets the tone for the entire session of the trading day. We've got the high, we've got the 15-minute low, and we also have our golden zone Fibonacci retracement levels inside of the range. Scrolling out a little bit, we also have our previous day high and our previous day low, and it's somewhere in here. And price loves to react at these levels, so they're really critical for our support and resistance zones. Then, right here on the gray lines, these gray lines is the Asia session high and low. And when US markets open, price does often retest these levels before deciding to make a move, which you can see happen right in this area right here. Then we've got our pre-market high and pre-market low, aka our London high and London low. And these levels are essential for understanding where liquidity is sitting before the bell rings and the market opens. Now, let me tell you, the beauty of this indicator is that everything updates automatically every single day, so you don't have to draw a single line, which makes your life just a hell of a lot easier, to be honest. So, let's get into our orb signal logic. And here's where this indicator gets really powerful, and that's with these automatic signals right down here. So as you can see, we started coming up, we broke the range and held above it, and then we came down and we retested the high of the opening range. This is where we would have entered a trade and had our stops below this previous candle, right where this dotted yellow line is. Let me turn this off real quick just so you can get a better view at it. Right? We've got our line right here. And this is where, if the price breaks below this area, this trade is now invalidated and the signal would go away. So that's where your stop loss needs to be. So let me show you an example of this kind of on a, let me replay this chart real quick. Start new, come back a little bit. All right, boom. We got our 15-minute range in. We come here, we break above, and we hold above this 15-minute range. And right here is where I'd set a buy order with my stop loss below this candle right here. And then you always want to aim for a 1-to-1 risk to reward to trim your trade, right? So we've got our stop loss right here and our 1-to-1 right here. Boom. So let's go to the next candle. We come down, we get into the range, and then we come all the way up, and at 1-to-1 is where we trim this trade, depending on how many contracts you're in. As you can see, I'm only in one micro contract just for the representation. And then after that, usually you want to trim every 5 to 10 points above that zone. After your first trim, you want to move your stop loss to your entry zone, and that way if it comes back down, you're still in the green and you've made money. Oh, computer's back to glitching out. Alright, so now that I've showed you that, I'm actually going to show you a failed breakout. So let's come over here to the M&Q for today's session. Alright, moving forward, we broke below here, right? So this would originally start to mark a yellow line right here. Boom. And then you'd come up, you get the retest. This is where the buy signal would be. Obviously, it's not here right now because this was already broken. And then you'd set your stops up here. And then as you can see, the price moved up, it hit it, and then it completely took away the buy order, the signal, right? And this just basically proves that the trade is dead. And this invalidation logic has saved me so many times from holding on to losing trades. If the setup breaks, the indicator tells you immediately. Now I'm going to tell you my rules for using this indicator. Obviously, you want to wait for your setup. Respect the invalidation line. That is an extremely important one because you will blow a lot of accounts if you do not respect that line. Rule number 3, confluence is key. I'm always looking for confluence with the other levels on the chart. If I get an orb buy signal and we're also sitting at yesterday's low or the Asian session low, that is a higher probability trade that I would add a little bit more size on. Now, I also have a maximum of 2 trades per day rule. 2 losses, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 win, doesn't fucking matter. After 2 trades, I'm done for the day. I don't care how many entries there are, how many setups provide themselves. I only take 2 trades per day. And that just reduces my risk, and it also increases my win rate by a lot. Now for risk management, I usually trade 50K accounts, and my drawdown on those 50K accounts is 2,000, and I only ever risk 10% of my drawdown per day. That's $200 or 20 points per contract. Or 20 points of risk for 5 contracts. That's $200. So, how to get this indicator? I've got the link in my comments. It'll take you 10 seconds to set up. Just click the link, hit add to favorites, and it will show up in your indicators list. You can also customize your colors. Let me come over here. You can customize your colors, what time zone you're in, and then eventually you can also turn off the orb signals once you're off your training wheels and you kind of know what you're looking for. I also added an option to take out the EMAs because some people don't like trading with those. And it's fully customizable to your style of trading. And that's it. This indicator plots everything that I need to see every single day to find my high probability setups, my opening range, my key levels, and my automatic signals that help keep me disciplined every day. If you got value from this video, please take a moment, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, trade smart, manage your risk, and I'll see you in the next video.